Alam ng mga may bahay at kapamilya ng mga namamasada manggagawa ang labas-pasok ng kabuhayan ng lansangan. Bilang mamimili ng mga produktong pinopondohan ng mga tagalabas at madalas binibenta ng hulugan. In schemes defined by their own jargon, two gives. Di ba yun ang tawag? Two gives or even more. Dalawang uring kabuhayan ang maaring paggamitan ng munting pautang. Kapital sa pagbebenta ng mga produktong kasalukuyang binibili ng mga umutang na pamilya o puhunan upang sila na ang gumawa ng mga bagay na yon. Napakalaki ang mga gawain at biyayang pangkabuhayan na ibubunga ng programa sa munting pautang para sa mga pamilyang magbebenepisyo. At harinawa, mababawasan din ito ang pag-ulit-ulit na pagtaas ng pasahe tuwing aakyat ang presyo ng krudo na nakabibigat sa ating mga mananakay. Sa mga darating na araw, may kalahating bilyong ding halagang ilulunsad natin upang mapataas ang kakayahan at kasangkapan ng mga munting ospital sa lalawigan. Yung bang primary care hospitals, gagawin nating secondary care hospitals para magkaroon sila ng delivery, cesarean, simple surgery. Para sa kalamidad naman, maglalagay tayo ng bumabagay na halaga para sa panay at iba mga pulo na natamaan nung bagyong Frank. Balancing the budget this year would have been a nice target for our fiscal turnaround. But amid the call to review economic policies, we have in fact done our review months ago. Even then, we said that we may need to forego the pleasure of a balanced budget in the present global environment. We announced our willingness to spend as much as 75 billion pesos if necessary on social welfare. But if things improve next year, we will return to our target. Sa madaling salita, dinig natin ang hinaing at panawagan ng karaniwang mamamayan at tumutugon tayo gamit ang lumalagong kaban ng bayan. The global crisis did not catch us unprepared or without reserves, thank God, and thank the value-added tax. We took hard decisions, hard on our people, unpopular with big business, but good for the country, as events have shown without doubt. We raised new revenues from bold fiscal reforms, more money for more and better roads, ports, and other infrastructures. With more money, we spent a lot on health and education. We spent a lot to train and retrain a growing workforce. And because we prepared for it, we have been able to shield our nation from the worst effects of the food and fuel crisis worldwide. Our 56% energy self-sufficiency is the highest in Philippine history. We are promoting, as we are doing here today, natural gas for transport. We are promoting geothermal steam fields, which are among the largest in the world. We are promoting windmills like those in Ilocos and Batanes. We are promoting solar power that lights up many communities in Mindanao even today. The new Galok oil field should produce 17,000 to 22,000 barrels per day, 8% of our daily oil consumption. The renewable energy bill has passed the House. It is now up to the Senate. And so therefore, on this day, as we have this forum on alternative fuels, and as we launch the microfinance for the wives and immediate families of public utility drivers and conductors, let me assure our people of one thing. Your government shall continue to harness all the resources at our command to help ordinary Filipino families pressured by cost and calamity. At the same time, we continue to build a better tomorrow. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng tumutulong sa ating adhikain. Thank you.
Thank you very much.